Alright, bud, today we're going to go over basic fundamentals on playing your guitar. So let's learn a little bit about the guitar real quick, right? I'm sure you already know how to tune it. Your dad's probably showed you a lot. Of course, these are the frets. Each one of these is a fret. 1, 2, 3. This is the 3rd fret, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 12th. Okay? So each of these frets plays a different note. So, right? Simple enough. Okay. So, when I say put your middle finger on the 3rd fret, that means you take your middle finger. Oop, I didn't even give you the middle finger. You take your middle finger, you put it on the 3rd fret right here, and then you take your pointer finger, and you put it on the 2nd fret on the 2nd string. That means the 2nd string down, and then you put your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the bottom string. Okay? And that's the G chord. You play the G chord. And then you can play it this way, or you can shift all your fingers over and play it like this. So you're putting your ring finger on the 3rd fret, your middle finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and then your pinky on the bottom string, 3rd fret. Okay? Play it just like that. Actually, that's probably the better way to play it. So, that's the G chord. Once you get that down, you can work on strumming. Okay? Strumming is very important. A lot of people don't know how to actually strum the proper way. So, I'm going to show you a technique that I use, and I think it works pretty well. So what I do when I'm strumming is I just keep my hand going in a good pattern. I listen to the beat, I tap it out with my foot, whatever beat I'm playing to. If I'm playing to some drums, or if I'm just playing to a beat in my head, I just try to keep one rhythm going like this. Okay? And then, once you get that down and you can play solid notes, just hit every note as it comes along, then you can, what I do is I leave a couple out, and then it sounds like this. See, and I'm still doing this with my hand. I'm still keeping a constant rhythm with my hand. That way, you never lose beat and you never lose rhythm. You can just keep going, and you'll look like a star. The next thing you want to learn how to do is change chords. This comes with practice. It's not going to be easy at first. It took me a long time to actually catch on to this. So, when you go from the G to the C is when you move your ring finger down one string and your middle finger down one string. And then you pick up your pinky, you put your pointer finger on the 5th string on the 1st fret, like this. You're going to play just the bottom 5 strings, like this. Okay? And that's going to be hard at first to transfer from one note to the other, but with a little practice, you'll get the hang of it. So, let's look at it all together. And then you switch, and then go back. Or, you can just play solid rhythm the whole way through. See? And then eventually, you just leave some notes out. And then you can speed it up, and eventually it'll just chord I'm going to teach you is the D chord. So with the D chord, you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to put it on the bottom string, 2nd fret. Then you're going to take your pointer finger and put it on the 4th string, 2nd fret. So you're going to skip a string, and then on the 2nd to last string, the 2nd to bottom string, the 5th string, you're going to put your ring finger on the 3rd fret. And then you're only going to play the bottom 4 strings. Now, one other thing you can look at is a chord chart, and it'll show you all the fingerings for these strings, for these chords. That way, you just look them up, and you'll figure out how to play each chord. The hardest part is going to be transferring through each chord. So that's why. Okay, so we're going to play the G chord, and then the C chord, and then the D chord. Those are the 3 basic chords. I think those are the most basic chords. And then eventually, once you get good enough, you can play like Sweet Home Alabama. That's using those 3 basic chords. Well, that's all I can think of for today. What I want you to do for your homework lesson is put your fingers on the guitar for the G chord, and then just strum me out a nice solid pattern, about 8 counts, and then if you can, try to switch and play the C for 8 counts too. But if you can't do that, just give me 8 solid counts on the G chord, and then 8 on the C, and 8 on the D if you can do that too. Alright, buddy. Good luck.